need to take this opportunity to thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, here we are, I guess. Where do I even begin? For like the upteenth time, I've mentioned how I've been trying to get this whole YouTube thing started, on and off for year after year, seemingly, and it just baffles me that we actually got to this point. There are thank yous in order, of course, obviously, so thank you, every single one of you, for letting me get to this point. This is just another step in trying to make this a career for me, and to make it to where I can do just entertainment full time, you know? I've been trying to take very special care just to how I look at the YouTube channel, because for me, I have to try to keep in my mind that every single person, every number that appears on a video or appears on the channel, appears on the subscription feed, you know, whatever, is a person, a sentient, hopefully, person who said, you know what, yeah, I'll give this guy a chance. I like his stuff enough, I like following what he makes, and I just don't really know how to, I don't know, feel about that other than just immense gratitude. And people have been doing this whole YouTuber thank you thing since YouTube has been a thing, as far as I know. So, I don't know how else to make it special. Like, 1,000 subscribers is a huge benchmark. That is the point now where I can start getting monetized for these videos, and that's great, you know? That's a thing that YouTube tracks now. As of recording this, I got the AdSense thing started, so might be seeing ads in the future. It kind of sucks, you know, whatever, but I want to see how far we can take it. I want to see if this is maybe a thing we can do. And I would be totally down to turn off the ads in their entirety if something like the Patreon can follow through with it instead. Because at the end of the day, I just want to talk about things that I find interesting. That's the whole point of the YouTube channel. I've said that before, so I'm sure plenty of you already know that by now. So since the last time I saw y'all here, we were obviously at 500 subscribers. Cool, great. I'm just surprised how quickly everything has grown since that time, right? Because, like, it's been, I think, a little over 3 months in the time between 500 to 1,000 subscribers, and I just, wow. Oh my god, how did that happen? I did say I was going to take YouTube a lot more seriously. I did say I wanted to improve, and I still want to improve moving forward into the whole thing. And that's not going to change anytime soon, you know? I don't know, it's just the numbers are baffling, and they're already at a point now where I can't even begin to imagine them. I guess we can start making it a thing where I start talking about my surprising picks for videos that I'm particularly proud of in between those benchmarks. And as it stands right now, the procedural versus static loot video, I didn't really expect to get all that popular. Like, I think right now it's at 3.4k views on it, and that's impressive, you know? I thought the concept was maybe a little bit too vacuous, and I didn't have a whole lot of good visual elements to the video, and I thought that was going to be a thing that turned a lot of people away, but as it turned out, it got pretty popular, and awesome. Not what I was expecting at all. Now, to go through with that, there's obviously a good handful of videos that only get like triple-digit views, and I don't feel bad for that, you know? Whenever I make anything, it's the reason for its existence is just so that I can talk about a topic, and even if there is one other person who talks to me about that topic, then that I can live with that, you know? I'm not at all opposed to just having a small amount of people talking about one given thing and being interested in that, you know. I like talking, I like discussion. It's kind of my whole thing. That's why I started the channel and why I went in the direction I did with it. So whenever the view count for a video isn't necessarily gigantic, I don't really care, you know. When I get to the point where YouTube becomes my full-time job and my career path, that might get a little bit more complicated in terms of viewer counts and stuff like that, but I don't want to be disillusioned by the fact that people are watching stuff, people are humoring me and giving me the time of day, and I guess I'm really just saying it here to remind myself. I watch my own videos, obviously, during recording, right? But, even whenever they're all done and dusted and released onto YouTube proper, I still watch them just because I'm trying to stay involved with the topic. In terms of my video editing style and my structure for how videos work, basically, I allow myself the time to hyperfixate on one topic for about a week, 2 weeks, and then have that just basically be my life for that entire period of time. I guess it's easy to say that I find a lot of micro fascinations with stuff surrounding video games. And I don't know, as I'm sure you're able to tell, I find a lot of value in that still. On the other side of things, I am pleasantly surprised at the performance of the Let It Die video, the real point of Let It Die, which on and off has been a couple years in the making just as a concept in my head, right? And I'm glad that a lot of people both agreed and disagreed with me on those points. There was a lot of people saying that, like, oh, well, Let It Die is a, you know, pay-to-win game, or it's not so pay-to-win. And the discussion surrounding it was really, you know, mixed, I guess. Not necessarily the rating, I guess, of the video. Like, people still liked it for the most part. It's just, I don't know. Again, I was surprised at just how many people were looking at the video and were feeling the need to say something. Whether it be their own takes or agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. And like I said before, man, I absolutely live for that stuff. I think that's great. Now with all that out of the way, we're at 1,000 subs now. And yeah, I changed the camera angle. My arm got tired, sorry. What do we do from here? What do we do to celebrate 1K subscribers? I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea. It's like, I didn't have any plans going into this whatsoever. I wanted to try to come up with something, but I didn't really have enough time to do it properly or announce anything, just because it's the stuff I have that would be special, I just don't feel like doing. That's where a lot of this boils down to as well. Whenever I make videos, it's, do I feel like doing it? And I just didn't really feel like doing anything for it. Maybe that's pretty bad to say, you know, but if you want my honest opinion, it's, well, I don't know. I kind of just want to take it easy with this one, I think. In terms of the worst performing material that I have on the YouTube channel, if you want to call it that, it's the subscriber specials, it's the subscriber announcements. Those always perform really poorly. Hey, if you're not paying attention anymore, there's kitties. We have cats. They're stray kitties, but they're friendly. But yeah, in terms of what I'm doing here, let's do a 2-for-1 special, I think. Here in a minute, I'm going to go back inside, and we are going to go through the editing process that I do for videos, just so that if you want to start making your own stuff, maybe you have a little bit of a rubric here. I'm obviously not a master at any of this. I barely understand how YouTube works as it stands, but if you want to start somewhere, I can give you what I know, I can give you with what I started with, and maybe you can look back on it. In all the same vein, if you think I could improve in a place, then you are completely free to say whatever you want and say, well, you could work on this. And just so I don't dawdle anymore, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. So yeah, here's my primary video editing software. This is CapCut, in the little upper right corner there. Just to establish something like right off the bat immediately, I don't do any scripting in my videos. Maybe some of y'all are saying, oh well, you know, that makes a lot of sense. And okay, fair. But in order for me to get these videos out on the arbitrary Friday time frame that I put them in, I'm not allowed to really do scripts for my videos necessarily. I don't have enough time for it, is basically the excuse that I'm coming up with here. I don't necessarily see it as a big problem, just so long as I keep rewatching the video and make sure that my language isn't necessarily too off base or anything. Just as long as I can get the right idea across, I don't think getting a proper script down on paper is all that necessary. The most that I'll do is just like, oh, we'll have bullet points and stuff written down, and that's not even all the time. The last time I wrote a proper script and read off of it was during the original Stick RPG video, which, that didn't look quite good. It sounded even worse. As it turns out, I'm really bad at reading off of a script, which, if things go to change later on, then maybe I can go and fix it, you know, whatever, get better at it, and maybe the dialogue will be a lot more seamless and gets the point across better. I don't know. We'll just have to test it out, and I need the right opportunity to do that, and just we're not there yet. Anyway, so here we are. This is a video that I have coming up next week. It would have been this week, but then 1,000 subscribers happened. Thank y'all. And yeah, it's a video about mimics. So that's what's happening next, and it's going to be really cool. So basically how CapCut works is, it is by far the simplest video editing software you can possibly imagine. You can get it for completely free. Just go to, you know, whatever, CapCut.com, download it, have it all ready to roll. You can throw in import files in this little section here. You just go to your, you know, File Explorer, grab your video, throw it in, put it here. You can clip stuff in and out. I have to hold my mic, but yeah, this Dragon's Dogma footage, I've got too much of it, I'll just, you know, flip some of that out. Well, we'll trim that out, don't need it, you know, whatever. And then if oh, well, that was a mistake, Control-Z. It's simple stuff, you know, it does exactly what you need it to. I highly recommend for anybody just starting to do any YouTube stuff to just use CapCut. Like, it does everything that you need it to, and if you can get creative, then you can do whatever edits that you need to. In terms of just trimming audio or trimming video or whatever you need, it's got all that there and it's all free, so that's cool. The one thing I will say, if you do plan on using CapCut, never ever update it. Go without updating it for as long as you can, because they have this really nasty habit of locking away more features the further up the update cycle goes. So they have this little pro feature, and you can pay way too much a month to get all the pro features, but like, just don't do that. Just use the free version. Don't get your features snatched away from you or any of that. Nobody likes that. There goes the CapCut sponsorship, I guess. On the more technical side of YouTube stuff, whenever it comes to anything I need YouTube for, let me drag this over here. CNV MP3, if you need to download stuff, then you can just convert whatever YouTube video that you have and use it for audio. People use it all the time. I know a lot of people like to use Y2Mate, but sometimes it doesn't work for me. Here's my slow internet, by the way. That's how slow it is. Also, I did Warplane Night. I forgot what video that was for. But yeah, sometimes Y2Mate doesn't work for me, so I use CNV MP3. You can set it to MP4 if you do. If you use MP3s or MP4s, make sure you're always giving credit to people. That goes a long way. I take crediting other people extremely seriously. For one, I don't want to get in trouble with anybody. For two, it's not my work, and I don't want to take credit for that. Switching back over to CapCut, you can see that whenever you load in music or any sound from Y2Mate or the other YouTube downloader or whatever, it's very honest with what was being used. I don't care enough to edit any of the stuff out. So it's just, you know, oh, Mount Lyland, Super Paper Mario OST, and it's just there. If you want more technical edits for stuff that you do for CapCut, I don't really know if I can give you a whole lot, just because whenever it comes to anything that I do, it's a lot of it was more or less just running by the seat of my pants to figure stuff out. My biggest piece of advice I can give to anybody trying to start a YouTube channel is just upload stuff. Like, just give it a shot. When you get done making your video and releasing it out into the world, you're gonna get single-digit, double-digit views, and that's fine. Come up with a schedule, come up with some discipline to continue to work on the channel, and then just keep making stuff whenever you feel like you need to, whenever you feel like you want to. Get yourself a good work-life balance whenever it comes to it, and yeah, just, I don't know, get after it, do what you need to, do what sounds fun. My last thing here that I'll sort of put in was a quote that I live by whenever it comes to anything creative that I do. And that is, make the thing that you would enjoy. By which I mean, if you like doing, or if you like watching live streams on YouTube or whatever streaming platform, then start doing live stream stuff. If you like video essays, then make a bunch of video essays. At the end of the day, you are an audience member. So if you don't like what you're making and you don't think it's up to your standards that you set for yourself, then, I mean, fix it, improve on it, just see where you can get with it. You're gonna come across a point where you're like, well, it's good enough. And that's fine too. Whenever you start noticing those things and whenever you start working on them, you're gonna get better at it. You just need to keep trying. In my experience, the only way that this whole YouTube thing can fail is if you basically get canceled. So just don't do any obvious cancelable worthy stuff, which should be common sense, but it's the internet, you know, these things happen. But yeah, I think that'll be about it. I'm gonna let live action me take it away from here. Our second thing I want to talk about, the second part of the deal, is that I want to do a sort of Q&A type thing. It's just a questions and answers, or AMA, or whatever the kids call it nowadays. So, pretty much on the nose, if you want to ask me a question, I will bring it to the replies. If you type out like, hey, what mic do you use? Well, I use I think it's a USB Fifine 60 microphone, you know, whatever, and stuff like that. And that's real, that's a real fact. But if you have anything you want to ask me, then, you know, that's kind of what I'm saying. I don't have anything too special planned, but I have to do something about this, so here you go, I guess. Sorry, it's not more special. I will say that if I get enough questions, then I'll probably make a follow-up video to this one where I answer those questions. And from there, if you want to ask more questions, I'm not opposed to it at all, and we'll just kind of roll from there. I can't promise I answer absolutely everything, but I will do so in the best of my ability, so long as it does not compromise me, my position, my job, my day job, you know, where I live, or all that obvious information. I'm not going to tell you my social security number, you know, like, obvious stuff, you know, all that. Yeah, it's starting to get windy, so I'm in the car now. Here's what I got. The very last thing I want to do for this video, in case the channel gets wickedly popular over the course of however long it takes, I want to set this point right here as a reminder for myself. I already mentioned how I watch all of my own videos just to see where I can improve and all that good stuff. And with that being said, I want to make a note to myself for the future. If you don't care about this part of the video, then you are free to leave, absolutely. I'll go ahead and do the outro now, just in case, but if you like the video, then, as always, like and subscribe is super appreciated. And thank you, every single one of you, for this moment, for giving me the opportunity to truly turn this into something. I wish my hair wasn't such a mess. So, here it is. To the future Ian, who's watching this. If you forgot this was here, yeah, sorry to rain on your parade. I don't know where we're going to land in the future. I don't know what problems we're going to come across. I don't know what glorious moments of victories we come across. There's no way of telling. I can't predict that, you know, not from where I'm at. I will say that if you decide to stick with YouTube for an extended period of time, even if it was, you know, most of your lifetime, I want to tell you here and now, do not forget where you came from. Do not forget that there are individual people who checked out these videos and decided to humor you. Even if you make a bad video or a bad, you know, post or whatever, just make it be you. Don't ever try to make something. Don't ever try to phone something in. Just keep trying. Do something that's worthwhile. Do something that matters with this channel that, you know, will do me proud. Will do you proud. That's what I want. And do not ever forget the names or the faces of the people who got you here. Even if you don't know their real names. That doesn't matter. They're all people at the end of the day. Hey, look at that, I'm a car YouTuber now. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Once again, thank you, every single one of you, for getting me to this point. Getting us to this point. This isn't just my channel, this is all of our channels. This channel is ours. And I couldn't have done this without y'all. It's more hoity-toity wannabe YouTuber stuff. But that's what I feel, you know? It matters to me a lot. So, thank you. Again. With every amount of sincerity you can imagine. Thank you. That's gonna be it for me, though. Patreon, subscribe, like, do all the stuff. See y'all next Friday. Have a good one. Patreon shoutout time. As always, a very special thank you to Stefan over on patreon.com. I hope I can do you and every other future Patreon proud. And again, thank you.